Still 40 minutes to go, but so far so good. The Penguins lead the Washington Capitals 2-0 at the end of one period of play. Welcome back to the Civic Arena. Our Mellon Bank interview guest in this first intermission is a guy that the Penguins acquired on the day of the deadline for trading, and they got him, of course, from the Ottawa Senators, and I'm talking about Senator Troy Murray. Troy, I know you wanted to jump on top for a couple of reasons. Number one, Jim Carey, some thought might be a bit shaky after his performance in Games 5 and 6, and also, you expect that it changes the way the Capitals want to play the game, that it forces them to open up a bit more.
Yeah, we've been putting a lot of pressure on their goaltender Carey, and he's young. He's had a great season this year, but we're trying to put some pressure on him and see how he handles it. And so far, we've come out on the upper end the last couple of games, and it certainly does. If we can get up on the Washington Capitals, it takes away from their checking style. They have to open it up more. They have to play a more wide open style that they're very not accustomed to as far as playing with the lead. Opposite towards playing with the lead, because they're a very good checking team.
Outside of the obvious results and on the scoreboard, as a veteran player, can you sense when an opposing goaltender, you begin to see it perhaps in his eyes that he's a bit confused and a bit flustered? And if so, Troy, at what point in this series did you think that you, as a team, had Jim Carey in trouble?
Well, I don't know. I usually don't get close enough to the other goalie to see what his eyes look like. But you can tell in little things the way he comes out of the net and plays the puck around the boards. He's very shaky coming out of the net now, and more often than not, he's not even attempting to play the puck because he doesn't feel that he's very comfortable with that right now. You could see it in the games coming. The fifth game back here, certainly in the shootout, he was shaky, and we weren't playing the best defensively either, but we knew that if we put some pressure on him, shots on net, that we were going to get our opportunities and we were going to score some goals. So it probably started in that game more than the other one.
Well, you got close enough in game number 6 to see what Jim Carey looked like through that mask. Talk about your first goal as a Pittsburgh Penguin.
Well, it was off the face-off, and we lost the draw, but we had our positions, we had our men that we were supposed to pick up, and I just fought by the defenseman, and I had some open ice, and right about here on the blue line, my leg started to seize up. I guess I had a good enough edge, and he committed himself, and I just slid it back underneath him and went in the net. Not a really big goal, but it sure probably sealed the coffin in that game.
Troy, of course, you were brought here as the kind of center to win face-offs, especially in the defensive zone for a Stanley Cup contending team. Our unofficial stats tonight in the first period have you winning 5 out of 6 face-offs. Is this something you practice? Do you study the opponents? I know Ron Francis has a number of different moves, and he doesn't use them until the second and third periods when he's figured out the other guy. Do you kind of operate along the same line?
Yes and no. I've taken a lot of face-offs over the years against Ron Francis, and he's one of the best in the league. And between him and myself, I think we can double-team a lot of the other centers in the league, and especially the Washington Capitals. As far as studying them, we play them so much in one series that you just get a little bit more used to what they're doing, and you have to try different things if it's not working. Early in the series, both Ronnie and I were struggling on the face-off, but we seem to figure out a little bit more. But it's an important part of the game, especially in our zone. If we can win the face-off, we control the puck.
Got a few seconds left, Troy. I'm going to suggest that this penalty kill to start of the beginning of the second period is absolutely critical.
Yeah, I would agree with you. It's a big kill for us. It's not a good penalty to take in our zone in the last seconds of the period. So, we have to come up big right now, and if we can do that, it's going to take a lot of enthusiasm out of their lineup.
All right, Troy, you got that playoff beard working. I hope it goes down to your waist before it's all over. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Dan.
Okay, Penguin Senator Troy Murray has been our Mellon Bank interview guest, and we'll be back to the Civic Arena with the Pens leading 2-0 when we return in just a moment.
We could use another bathroom, but I really wanted a new kitchen. Until the furnace went. But instead of putting everything on hold, I went to Mellon for a line of credit. The extra money will help, especially around here.
Life Improvement Loans. 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
It is a fact that all physical therapy is not the same, and you have the right to choose where your healthcare dollar is spent. When making your choice, choose Eagle Physical Therapy. At Eagle, you'll receive quality care and personal attention from the same fully licensed therapist at every appointment. Your progress will be closely monitored and evaluated to assure a maximum recovery. For the number of the Eagle Physical Therapy location nearest you, call 772-4700.
You know, that son of mine is really something. Well, he's doing field research on high-altitude geological rock formations.
Nothing's more intense than slamming Mountain Dew.
Education is priceless.
For the absolute lowest car prices in Pittsburgh, McCain's the name. And here's the proof. The new Ford Taurus GL wagon is just $213 a month. The new Plymouth Neon Highline just $139 a month. The new Honda Accord EX sedan just $199 a month. The new Olds 88 Royale just $279 a month. Choose from over 1,000 cars and trucks and get financing from just 2.9%. Yes, we'll beat anyone's price because in Pittsburgh, McCain's the name.
You can show your Penguin spirit and be the first to wear this new and exclusive Script Penguin t-shirt brought to you only by Prime Sports Merchandising, the official retailer of the Pittsburgh Penguins. This made in the USA, 100% pre-shrunk cotton shirt is available in adult sizes medium to extra large. Your Prime Sports Merchandising price is only $12.95 plus shipping and handling. Order now. Call 1-800-804-PRIME. That number again is 1-800-804-7746. For great Penguin merchandise and memorabilia, check out any one of our 5 Prime Sports Stop locations or look for our full-color ad in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette TV Week. Well, you're going to like the replays, I can tell you that much. The Penguins, as Mike pointed out, it's happened so many times this series, score early. 2 Capitals run into each other, creating space at the blue line for Norm McIver. You'll see that on the right side of your screen. See the 2 Capitals down. Here comes Norm McIver, goes through the 5-hole, and again, the Penguins believe that Carey is taking that first deke. McIver for Murphy and Yager at 1:37. The Pens lead 1-0, starting just the way they wanted to. And then on the power play, the Pens' second power play opportunity of the evening. Yager chips it ahead to Kevin Stevens, who outfights Calle Johansson. Look at him use that left arm to shield Johansson away. Miller gets a stick on it, but he can't keep Ron Francis from getting his stick on it. Ron Francis with his 3rd goal of the playoffs. And for Ronnie, his second power play tally. Stevens and Yager at 15:40, and the Pens have a 2-0 lead. We are set for the drop of the puck to begin the second 20 minutes of play. Remember, the Penguins will have to kill off 158 of a penalty to Luc Robitaille. We'll be back with the second period in a moment.
They say man cannot live on bread alone. Fortunately, at Discover Card, we couldn't agree more. That's why we offer the Cashback Bonus Award. Each year, you'll receive real money back based on your annual purchases. So the more you use your card, the more you'll get back. And with over $500 million given out already, you're sure to get your fill. It pays to Discover, the card that pays you back. Accept it where you see the Novus sign.
There you are, driving along, minding your own business. Watch it. Hey, stuff happens. Call CarStar. They're friendly, quality collision repair people. They're good. How good? 5-year nationwide warranty good. They'll have you out of there looking good as new. Come back and see us. Just kidding. CarStar, where America goes for quality collision repair.
Since 1929, one insurance agency has stood apart in the AK Valley by providing outstanding customer service. The Altany Insurance Agency. For the 2nd straight year, voted best insurance agency in a Valley News Dispatch readers poll. The Allegheny Chamber of Commerce presented the Altany Insurance Agency with the 1994 Small Business of the Year Award, an award voted on by the U.S. Small Business Administration based on staying power, growth, and contributions to the community. Ron Altany, Dale Blahan, Mike Douglas. The tradition continues. The Altany Insurance Agency.
Pittsburgh Penguin Hockey is brought to you by your All-Star Jeep and Eagle dealers. There's only one Jeep, and it's only at your All-Star Jeep and Eagle dealer. By Kendall Oil, pour in the protection. By Coors Light, naturally brewed. Reach for the silver bullet, the pure taste of the Rockies. By the Western Pennsylvania Acura dealer. Acura, some things are worth the price. By the Pennsylvania Lottery, proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. And by Midas. Pittsburghers agree the Midas way is the way it should be.
This date in Penguin history brought to us by the Discover Card, May 19th, 1992. Mario Lemieux scores 2 goals and adds an assist. The Pens beat the Boston Bruins 5-2, and that was the 5th game of that incredible 11-game winning streak through the playoffs as they swept Boston, went on to sweep Chicago, and win their 2nd Stanley Cup. This broadcast is intended for the private use of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or any other use of the pictures, descriptions, or accounts of this game without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Penguins is strictly prohibited. Interesting item to begin the 2nd period. Peter Bondra, leading goal scorer in the National Hockey League, was only on the ice for 4 minutes and 12 seconds of the 1st period, well below his season average. Dale Hunter was on the ice for less than 4 minutes. One of the things the Penguins are trying to do with Bondra, not in a power play, of course, as the Capitals are on now, is shadow him with Sean McEachern. EJ, with the last line change, is shadowing Bondra with Sean McEachern, and Bondra has not been a factor tonight so far.
The Capitals begin period number 2 with a man advantage, and they play to the Penguins in, and Ulf Samuelsson will crank it down the boards and up into Washington territory. They let Juneau and Johansson play the points here to the Caps. And Johansson steering the puck left side over to Juneau. Back to Johansson, center circle. Right wing pass to the Penguins in. We have an offside call against Washington coming into the Penguin zone.
Well, we talk about the importance of faceoffs, Mike. In the 1st period of the 21 faceoffs, the Penguins won 12, so that's a good sign, and I don't think it's any coincidence that the Penguins have had a better percentage of winning faceoffs as the series has progressed, and they have played better.
And Troy Murray will get the assignment once again for the Penguins. Samuelsson one of the new piece of timber, and he's got a new stick as he comes back. Early in the 2nd period, the Penguins lead 2-0. Finally dropped the puck. And the Capitals come away with it. And Johansson poking it into the Penguins in. Juneau going after it. Shell Samuelsson rubs him against the glass, takes him out of the action. Puck free behind the goal. Samuelsson comes over to play the man there too. And that's Pivanka. Now there's Juneau behind the goal. Lost it to Shell Samuelsson, and he clears it away. Shell with 3 big plays there. Taking 2 men out of the action, then grabbing the puck too in the same motion and clearing. Capitals with 1:12 to go on the penalty to Pittsburgh's Luc Robitaille. Wristed up behind Reget. The Penguin goaltender goes back against the flow and hit Pivanka. Pivanka behind the net. Look out. Pivanka comes out. Goes right side to Johansson. Will he shoot it? No. Left side to Juneau. Juneau fire it to the net, and it's gloved by goaltender Ken Reget up high. That one didn't have too much on it. Juneau did not want to take that shot, but he really didn't have any other choice. He had nowhere to go with it.
Well, Kenny Reget actually made the right play. The execution was a bit faulty, but with the flow all going the other way, he tried to sweep it around the boards and out the open side, but it hit the glass and dropped at the feet of the Capitals, who were able to control it in the zone. But that's the right way to go against the flow like that, with all the, actually 7 of the 9 players, 7 of the 9 skaters, all to Kenny Reget's right. He tried to clear it through the left side.
The Capitals are looking for a spark right now. Hunter won the draw, but a false face-off. Let's see if Hunter gets waved out here. Well, he'll stay in. Handle it again. Drop the puck. He won it again. Left side goes right side to Johansson. Pulls the trigger, and he missed the net. Off back to the right point to him. And he'll throw it in behind the goal to Dale Hunter, the captain for the Capitals. Sneak it to left point over to Juneau. A slap shot right to the net. Reget the save, the rebound. The Penguins have it, and they clear. It came right off Kenny Reget in front of the goal, but the Penguins were the first team to get it, and they clear it up ice.
Good play by Larry Murphy. Instead of trying to clear it himself, he passed to Ron Francis and allowed him to clear it.
Juneau stretches out. The Capitals try and deke their way in. Here's Gonchar losing the puck. Mullen kicks it ahead. Sandstrom going to the net. Mullen's not going to be able to get it to him. Gonchar ties up Joe Mullen right behind the Capital goal, and Dale Hunter comes racing out. Hunter on the move to the right side to Gonchar, and he just dumps the puck in around to the left wing corner. Keith Jones overskated, goes to the left point to Cote. 1 second on the penalty. Robitaille's back on to Hunter. A wrist shot. He missed the goal. Was partially deflected, I think, by Ulf Samuelsson. It was at full strength right now. Jones turned around. Who's going to get the puck? Robitaille will. Gave it away, and Ken Klee shoots it right to the net, and Reget comes up with that. And he holds it again long enough for a face-off. I think what Robitaille was trying to do is spring the Penguins out of their own end on a quick 3-on-2, but it went right to the Capitals, and Klee then shot it to the goal, and the Penguins had to cover up.
Well, the best 2 opportunities for the Caps in the power play. They missed the net both times. First, Calle Johansson had a shot. and was wide of the net. And then Dale Hunter had one, and his shot went wide, and it was partially deflected, but the Pens killed their second power play. And as you heard Troy Murray say, it was a major kill for the Penguins. Obviously, a power play goal by the Capitals would have gotten them right back in the hockey game.
Now the Caps will employ Eagles to work center ice, with Hunter having worked on the power play. Kelly Miller and Dave Poulin will work the wings here. And got Tononi and Johansson paired up. So the line they want to work up against the Francis unit. Francis with a goal. He's now tied for the league lead in scoring with Theron Fleury with 13 points. And he flipped the head over the head of Tononi. He goes back and corrals the puck. The Washington defenseman wearing number 24. Outlet pass to center where it's controlled by the Capitals Eagles. Streaking back into the Penguins zone to the near corner. Eagles pressured. Murphy takes the puck away. He'll bang it away to the far corner. Jaromir Jagr takes a bump, but he has the puck to Larry Murphy. And to wrist it off the glass and out of the zone, and he can't do it. It goes into the seats, and the face-off will be to the right of the Penguin net. And the Capitals will make another change here, and I think the Penguins will too. Jagr talking to Kenny Reggett here briefly. Just a communication factor. You all right, partner?
Yeah, I think so.
You tie getting your,
talk about
your way there? Or?
You know, the Washington Post columnist Tony Kornheiser called the Capitals choking dogs in his column yesterday. I think he was talking about me. I'm all choked up here in the big game. Thank you, Chase. All right here.
You want the grapes and the fans here?
Yeah, but I got Chase. I could use some dancing girls up here.
That's Hockey Hotline.
That's Hockey Hotline. Dancing girls on Hockey Hotline tonight. Not that we're trying to get you to stay tuned, but there will be dancing girls on Hockey Hotline. Scantily clad, by the way.
You can bet 3/4 of the tavern will still have Hockey Hotline on tonight if that's the case. And near the center goes Mullen. On to Hudson. He'll throw it up into the right side of the Capital zone. Jim Johnson going back to take possession of it. They can't get it out. Right point. Joseph with a heavy shot. Then knocked aside up the stick of Jim Carey. Juno racing right up the alley, coming to the Penguins in. He'll pass left wing to Jones. That's too far. Goes back behind the Penguin cage. Troy Murray able to get the puck. Just floats it off the sideboards and on the center. Hudson took a big check there from Jim Johnson. Was up in it on his wallet. Capitals pass to the left wing. And Connor Walchuk driving hard, going to the left wing corner, puts the brakes on. Passing to Jones. He had Johnson in front of the net. He couldn't get it to him. LaRue taking Jones out of the action. Joe, as you know, turns and centers it. Reagan got a stick on it. And it's off to Joe Mullen. Relaying it to Hudson. Otto McEachran, who just came on board. Sean McEachran going to Mullen. He's shot and he's stopped by Carey. Joey Mullen right in the slot. And you leave him alone there. He'll score on you a lot of time. Bounce back to center, and the Penguins have it, and they roll it up into the Capital zone. McEachran going after it with a shoulder check on one of the Caps. Gets the puck around to the far wing, but Berube able to come up with the Capitals. Send it right by Shell Samuelson. Shell going back into his own zone. 2-0 Pittsburgh early in the second period in Game 7. McEachran's pass off Hunter's stick. And they carry him over to center ice where Rolf Samuelson takes possession. He'll come up and just slide the puck back into the left of Carey. Rickey defensively for Washington. Finds Bondra on the right wing. Goes cross rink over to Hunter. Scooting to the Penguins end on the right side. He has a chance here and a wrist shot. The save made. The rebound. Where is it? Right in front. Penguins find it. Sandstrom finds that puck. Fires it to the point but not out. Rickey turns and shoots it right back to the goal. And Regatt's got it. Berube runs into Rolf Samuelson. And players whistle down as Ken Regatt, the Penguin goaltender, has the puck. And we'll take a timeout. We're in period number 2 in Game 7. Penguins lead Washington 2-0.
During the Dodge National Best Buy sale, just equip Dodge Neon with extras like these. Not only will you be saying hi to Consumer's Digest 95 Best Buy, you could also say hello to up to $1,200 off, including up to $600 cash savings to use towards your down payment, or select 4.9% financing instead of the cash savings. The Dodge National Best Buy sale. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
The Silver Bullet. It shipped cold to preserve the clean taste of the Rockies.
Tap the Rockies!
Now, Ronnie Francis, with his power play goal, now ties him for the playoff scoring lead in the National Hockey League with 13 points, tying Theo Fleury, who will play tomorrow night against San Jose. As a matter of fact, of the top 6 scorers in the playoffs this year, coming into tonight, the Penguins had 4. Robitaille, Yager, Francis, and Larry Murphy had 9 points coming in. Now Murph has got 10, so he's right up in there in 5th place.
Enrique from the draw. Rip it back in behind the Penguin goal. Ulf Samuelsson going for it. Ulf has played a strong game tonight so far for the Penguins.
There's a big hit he laid on Craig Berube, who was trying to crash the net on Kenny Regan.
Andra pulling back. Sends it over to Tenorti. Tenorti went out the 24th of April. Not played since then. It was a game against the Rangers. Had a bad knee, but he comes back to play Game 7 for the Capitals. Outlet pass on to center now to Pavanka, and his slap shot avoided the net. Over to the left wing corner. Poulin also playing with a separated shoulder, and a penalty they called here is the Penguins had a player go down on the far side. And that's
Shell, and Kenny Regan was really upset. He went right after Don Koharski, and they're going to want a whole lot more than a 2-minute penalty here. Regan left the net immediately and began screaming at Koharski.
Well, Shell, who has taken a battering here in this playoff series, he may have reopened that cut on his lip. He had it stitched up.
He got cut very badly here.
Kelly Miller with a stick. Is that Miller or Pavanka? Well, Pavanka got 2 for 1. He got him earlier in this series and now gets him a second time.
He wasn't seen the first time, and it's going to be
a 5-minute major penalty.
5-minute major, and that means that Pavanka is gone for the game. A stick-related incident drawing blood, and Michael Pavanka is gone for the game. Shell Samuelsson truly has taken a beat.
He'll have to go and get stitched up again.
Yeah, he's going to get stitched up. The fans are reacting as though Shell's going off too, and he's involved, but he's going to get stitched up. But Michael Pavanka is gone for the game, and perhaps more significantly, the Penguins now will be on a 5-minute major penalty. And for those of you who have not been with us all season long, the Penguins can score as many times as they can in those 5 minutes. And maybe this game and this series hinges on the next 5 minutes. Just possible.
And it also could go the other way. If the Capitals can kill this 5 minutes of time, we've seen it before where the Penguins doing this in situations. When there are cup years, and sometimes it can give you a big, big lift. And I remember Troy Loney's major penalty
against Mark Tenorti. Yes, indeed. That was game 4 in Minnesota.
Shell did not get a penalty against Pavanka on the original cut that he had. Now he gets a major penalty in the 7th game. Ask him which one he'd want more. I can tell you right now, he'd say, this will be fine.
It's like the old adage, cut me once, shame on me. Cut me twice, shame on you.
Watch the shorthanded situation, though. The Capitals, we've talked about it all series long, can score shorthanded. But Pavanka's gone. And here comes McIver. He'll shoot it down the near side. Back into the Capital zone. It comes off the near side. Berube serves that major penalty. Yager with the Penguins into the Caps in. Near corner. He is assisted on both Penguin goals. Francis knocked down by Johansson. Still on his knees. Plays it back to Yager. Yarmer and the Penguins trying to take a 3-0 lead. Behind the net to Ron Francis. Over to Yager. Has Murphy wide open. Goes to McIver. McIver doesn't shoot it. He goes back to Yager. Near boards. Yager out to Murphy. Center point. Shoots it. Deflected. And it comes to Ron Francis. He'll center it. Went right by everybody. McIver left side. Or McIver the Penguins. Center point to Murphy. Back to McIver. They're coming out to challenge. They go down deep. Now to Yager. Yager played up the boards. And they will come to the point. Kept in by Murphy. But kicked out by the Capitals. And they get it out of danger. Washington very aggressive on the penalty killing. They've got a change here. The Penguins McIver skate through to the cap zone. McIver coming down deep. Looks for Stevens in front. Went right through the goal mouth. Right side to Sandstrom. He'll shoot it. And that was deflected. Coming on the power play. Right wing corner. Someone's going to bounce it around. He'll come to the near side with the Capitals. They'll be the first team to get it. McIver might be a little tired and he backs off. And the Capitals steer it up down the near boards to the Penguin zone. Johansson walks off the ice. They put Eagles out here for the Capitals, along with Dave Poulin. through with 3.5 minutes to go on the major penalty to Bobonka. Robitaille going for the puck behind the net. Cullen fell down. Sandstrom digging for it. Can he work it free? Where's the puck? It squirts free. The Caps have it, and Cote send it away to Mike Eagles. 2-0 Pittsburgh. Capitals shorthanded. Eagles trying to get around Joseph, the Penguin point man. Joseph, though, gives it away to Cote, and the Capitals doing a good job of killing this penalty right now. The Penguins have to come back to their own end to set up the play again. They'll put the big line out here. Francis, Yager, and Stevens will get out and work on this power play.
Second unit was only out for 35 seconds.
Olaf Samuelsson to center red. Crank it back into the Capital zone. Yager up the right wing corner. Pressured by Bondra. Still keeps coming. Goes out in front. Puck free to Olaf Samuelsson. Alfie on the right wing boards. Throw it in behind the net. Ricky let it go, and the Penguins get it. Francis shoot it back towards the net. It's off Carey's stick. Stevens will tap it over to Ron Francis. Trying to look back door to Joseph. He double team. Instead he goes to Stevens. Stevens trying to center it for Yager. It's right in front. It came off Carey. Capitals bounce it away off the left point and off Joseph. And it comes to center red. Joseph will want to get the puck in and get off here. Let Murphy come on. Yager lost the puck to Bondra. Bondra with 2:22 to go. Bondra shoots it. And that one floated over the head of goaltender Ken Reagan. Joseph has been out a long time here. Francis, I think Joseph will go right to the bench if he can. Right side of McIver. Driving hard to the Caps in against Tenorti. Drop pass to Francis, and Yager going to the net. He can't get it to him, and the Capitals snap it away.
Penguins have managed just one shot on goal in the first 3 minutes of this 5-minute major to Michael Bobonka.
McIver's pass over to Sean McEachran. They'll go to Sandstrom, and he'll spin it back into the Cap zone. Along the near boards, back to the left point to McIver. McIver worked it behind the net to Robitaille. Sandstrom's open. He goes to him, right wing corner. They double team him. They come over and take the puck away. And Kelly Miller is able to backhand it into the area. And that gives the Capitals a little breathing room here with 1:37 to go on the major penalty to the Capitals. McEachran avoided a check. Goes to Robitaille. Robitaille can't quite find the handle. The Penguins are 1 for 2 with a power play, and the Caps again pressure the Penguins back into their own zone. Almost halfway through in regulation of this game. McIver going through traffic. He'll shoot it in. Carey watches the puck all the way around to the near wing. They set it up for McEachran going to the net, and he couldn't hold on to it. Capitals have it. And again, they play it out of their own end of the ice surface. They're going to get a huge lift, boy, if they can kill this major penalty. So Robitaille on to Yager, bursting behind Cote. He just hooked him enough to slow him down. Puck free to Sandstrom. He zigzags towards the net. Yager takes over in front to Robitaille. Can't get it. Here's Joseph shooting. That was deflected. Yager has it again. Right point to Joseph. Left side to Wolf Samuelsson. He'll tee it up. Wait. Now goes over to Robitaille. Robitaille in the power play. Back to Wolfie. Will they shoot it? No. They come out to challenge. He goes to Robitaille. 38 on the penalty. To Wolf Samuelsson. Shot blocked by Christie. And the Capitals have the puck. And they swing it onto the Penguins into the ice. Capitals doing a tremendous job of killing this penalty. Here's Robitaille. Starting back, maybe the final rush up. He can't get in. Yager was offside. They go to McIver. He'll blast the puck into the Capital zone. Near boards. 18 seconds to go on the penalty. And cleared by Washington. And the Penguins will fail to score in this major penalty. And Washington will get a big lift here. Particularly being on the road. Francis. Whack net by Jones. McIver's outlet pass to Yager. Penalty is over. Here comes Berube on. Through to the area. And net. Reminder, Jim Carey is going to play that away himself. So the Capitals get a big penalty kill here. Johansson to the Penguins in. Drop pass. Look out to Miller. A slap shot blocked. Miller goes after it. Yager ties him up from behind, but Miller keeps working. Murphy and the Penguins around the boards. Left point. It goes to Jim Johnson. Johnson's going to tap it into the left wing corner. Berube remains on. Murphy going for the puck. Whacking around to Mike Hudson of Pittsburgh. And this pass to the right wing to Yager's got to be dead tired. Yager's pass going for Murphy. He can't take that. He wants to turn and come off here.
Next 3 or 4 minutes are critical for the Penguins. They don't allow the Capitals to score and to capitalize on the big emotional lift they got from killing the 5-minute major.
9 minutes left, period number 2. The pass to Troy Murray of Pittsburgh. That's that one over the head of the Capital defense. It goes into the Capitals net area, and Ricky winds it around to Sergei Gonchar of Washington. His pass, Konowalchuk took a butt from Joe Mullen. Let's play the puck up to center, though, and here's a check by Troy Murray on one of the Capitals. That's Mike Eagles. And Mullen's going to backhand it towards the net. He takes a hit from behind by Mike Eagles. Capitals in their own zone, and Ricky surveys the scene. His pass outlet stopped. And when Robitaille looks for it, and he'll bang it right back into the Cap zone. Juneau, what a great skater he is. Juneau coming through traffic on the left wing of Mike Eagles. Eagles left wing board. Juneau is going to the net. They try and set him up, and the pass blocked. Now right behind the Penguin goal, and Larry Murphy takes command of the puck. Quickly hurries it up the boards, but not out. Left point. Connor Walchuk covered there, and a shot to the net. Save made. The rebound. Loose puck. Reagan dives and comes up with it. Kenny Reagan reaching out with that left hand to grab that loose puck before any Capital player could get there. And now the momentum is definitely swinging back to the Capitals. 2-0 Pittsburgh here in Game 7.
You've got to come into Foodland this week. Buy a Dubuque whole boneless ham for $12.99. Get a honeysuckle white hen turkey free with coupon.
Yes.
Russet potatoes, a 10-pound bag, just 99 cents.
Yes.
A case of Coke products, only $3.99 with bonus coupon and $10 purchase.
Yes.
And Hellman's mayonnaise, 32 ounces, only $1.75 with coupon. And double coupons, too. All these great savings, they just keep on coming. At Foodland, yes.
During the Dodge National Best Buy sale, we've made Dodge Intrepid an even better buy thanks to Intrepid's biggest incentives ever. Like up to $1,897 off, including up to $1,500 cash towards your down payment. Or select 4.9 financing instead of cash savings. So buy now, and Dodge Intrepid, the car that changed everything, can substantially change your bottom line. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
The Penguins actually were fighting up a 5-on-4, even there was no penalty. The clear around the boards, and Luke Robitaille went zooming out of the zone trying to get a rush. There he is, number 20, which leaves the Penguins shorthanded. Now watch Sandstrom. He is able to get his stick into Gonchar's stick and prevent the Capital defenseman from scoring a goal. Pair of 17s there, and Thomas Sandstrom saved a goal right there because Reagan was down and out of the play. Good defensive play by Thomas Sandstrom, who saved a goal. That's a great defensive play. Never mind, good.
This face-off will be to the left of goaltender Ken Reagan. 7 minutes and 59 seconds left here in the second period. The Capitals out shooting Pittsburgh 15-10. They trail on the scoreboard 2-0. Samuelson has not returned for the Penguins. Murphy and Ulf. Samuelson paired up now. Clee with a slap shot, and Reagan denies that. Murphy will take the puck and jam it down the ice. Be no icing on the play. Carey standing tall. Gets the puck over to Ken Clee. If you joined us late, Norm McIver of the Penguins, 1:37 into this game, scored. And then Ron Francis with a power play goal. That's all we've had. Penguins with possession of the puck, and Ulf Samuelson flip it up in the air. Knocked down by Clee's glove. We'll scoot it right back to the Penguin line where Larry Murphy starts the motor going. 34-year-old defenseman's going to just softly send it back into the camp zone. Carey comes out of the net. Tenorti trying to clear the zone. Far wing. The Capitals do poke it up to Dale Hunter. Hunter's pass to Dimitri Christie. Christie wave that magic wand. Remember, Pivanka's out of the game. He went out on a high sticking call. And here is Ulf Samuelson knocked down by Christie. Back into the far corner. And the whistle sounds. We've got a hand pass called here on the Capitals, and that should bring the face-off outside of the Pittsburgh line.
Well, the Caps, Mike, are actually down 2 forwards from what they've been playing with, because in dressing Tenorti tonight, they scratched Kaminsky. So you have a defenseman for a forward. Not that Kaminsky takes a regular shift, but now they are down 2 forwards from what they're used to playing with Pavanka, one of their key players, out for the rest of the game. I think the one statistic that tells us how this game has gone is that the Penguins have not yet allowed an odd man break against. There was a 3-on-2, but Hudson skated back in a hurry to make it a 3-on-3. You remember in game 4, I think the number was something like 8-1 against them, and they've not allowed one yet tonight, and that is critical. They want to press, and they want to pressure Jim Carey, but not to the point where they leave themselves vulnerable defensively, and they've played pretty smart hockey in that regard.
Gonchar's going to blast into the Penguins end. Troy Murray working around behind the net to Norm McIver. So McIver plays that puck off the boards and back to Washington territory. Cote pressured by Murray. Forced a mistake. Mullen trying to get a handle on it. Can't do it. And the Capitals storm back 2-on-3. They'll go to the right wing. Jones with a little drop pass to Juneau, trying to dance in with it. Goes to Gonchar. A wrist shot right to the net. That's stopped by goaltender Reagan. Jones took a whack at the pad and then turns around and knows that somebody's coming after him because it was right in the goal mouth. Tough-nosed player, Keith Jones, who's had a good series. Penguins lead 2-0.
Jaromir Jagr with a brilliant play. Oh, Michael motorcycle. Oh, she wants to sell my monkey. Oh, he scores! Jaromir Jagr gives the Penguins a short-handed goal, and they now lead 4-1. I'll never teach a pig to sing.
There are no medals for being the shoulder to cry on. No songs of praise for keeping traditions alive. But to the men who give their best every day, we offer our best. Gillette Sensor XL. Spring-mounted blades and microfins to set up your beard. And Gillette Series shaving gel for incredible smoothness. Sensor XL, the world's best shave. And sometimes that's its own reward. Gillette, the best a man can get.
If you give him room, Joey Juneau can do terrible things to you. Keith Jones brings the puck into the zone, but watch the move that Juneau makes with a nice drop pass to Sergei Gonchar. Gets the shot on goal, and there's Jones waiting for a rebound to poke it home, but Kenny Regan holds on, and there is no rebound.
McEachran to battle here against Dave Poulin, and the Capitals have it. Berube going behind the Penguin. It turns with a wraparound. That stopped. Rebound right in front. Loose puck. Who will get it? The whistle sounds. They cover that puck. And Washington storming the Penguin net now in an effort to get back into the game. Well, frankly, they've fought a lot of adversity. They're down 2-0, but they're still within range in this contest, and a lot of time left in regulation. Kelly Miller pulls away from that pack.
How big a blow would that have been if Craig Berube would have scored a goal on the Penguins to get him back in the game? If Washington should be the next team to score, you have to play that like it's an even game. That would truly get them back in the hockey game, not just within one goal, but emotionally. They got a big lift from the penalty kill, and if they should score the next goal, it's an even hockey game for all intents and purposes. Whereas the Penguins get up 3-0 with only 6 minutes to play in the second period. You got to be like their chances heading into the third.
Penguins are really missing Kjell Samuelsson right now, who is out being attended to after being cut. Berube tied up by Ulf Samuelsson. That's a good matchup there. Both battling with another. Christie, big strong forward too. Berube battling, going behind the net. They let Berube play out here with Poulin and Christie. So the line changes again for the Capitals with Pivanka out of there. Ulf Samuelsson trying to clear it out. Capitals working it down low. Murphy finally plays it over to Sandstorm, and the puck on out of the zone. Sandstorm was on his back when he cleared that puck up. Now Berube dumps it right back in. Right into McEachran. McEachran gets the puck ahead to Troy Murray. Murray's pass onto the Capital zone. You can sense right now the Capitals are in the process here of kind of taking the game away from the Penguins a little bit here in the second period. Relaying the puck into the Penguins end. Joseph going behind the net. Eagles all over him. Jagr. Double team. And Joseph comes over to help out for the Penguins. Here's Francois Leroux. Trying to make the smart play and does. Up the near wing to Kevin Stevens. Stevens, Francis, and Jagr bursting back to the Capital zone. And Francis going to snap it in around to the right wing corner. Stevens the first man over. Go behind the net to Francis. He and Jagr crisscross, but the Capitals are there also. And Johansson's pass on to Kelly Miller. Got it poked off his stick, but it comes right to Mike Eagles, who will fire the puck into the Penguins zone. From behind the net, Leroux. We are down to 5 minutes to go in the second period. 2-0 Pittsburgh, and Francis on the rush. Going to the Caps and drop pass to Stevens. He's open. He shoots it, and stopped by Carey, who caught that one chest high. Tenorti had gone down on the play. Now Stevens in front. Is bumped by Carey and Tenorti. Stevens doing the same thing that Keith Jones was doing earlier. And it gives us a chance to take another timeout. We'll do it with the Penguins leading 2-0.
Coors Light, the silver bullet. It's shipped cold to preserve the clean taste of the Rockies.
It's the most powerful line of trucks on the planet. A line of trucks built by people who look at things a little differently. From the company that puts an airbag in every single one. A line of trucks that from one end to the other simply refuses to follow the rules. At America's Truck Stop, the new Dodge.
Well, we get word that Jimmy Johnson, the Capital defenseman, has injured his wrist and is out. We don't know if it'll be for the rest of the game. But that's another blow to the Washington Capitals. By the way, an update on Olaf Kolzig. He underwent arthroscopic knee surgery yesterday in Washington and obviously is out for tonight's game, but they may be back later in the playoffs.
Left side, Ulf Samuelsson shooting towards the net. Penalty coming up here, and it'll be against the Capitals. Ulf Samuelsson shoots an interference to call. Are they going to call on? He looks at Troy Murray. Let Ulf Samuelsson shoot the puck. Which usually would mean the penalty would go the other way, but Troy Murray apparently will get an interference call. And the Penguins will be shorthanded once again.
Well, this is an invitation for the Capitals to get right back in the hockey game as Troy Murray goes to the penalty box. The Capitals will be on their third power play of the evening and another critical kill for the Penguins, who lead this hockey game 2-0. The Capitals, during the playoffs, have converted on 14.5%, which is lower than their season average. And the Penguins have killed penalties better than their regular season average. The special teams continue to be a factor in this series, as it most often always is. You look at why Quebec lost to the New York Rangers. They hit on something like 2 of 29 power plays, like what happened to the Penguins last year against the Caps.
And with it will be Thomas Sandstrom, Penguin penalty killer, with Joe Mullen on board here to begin this penalty situation. Capitals on their third power play chance, and here comes Johansson. Capital point man off to Juno. A goal here in Washington is right back in this game. And good check there by Sandstrom to force the biscuit back into the Capital zone.
Well, is he having a solid game tonight?
Johansson delivers it up to Bondra. He shied away a bit, but the puck on to Keith Jones. He lays it over to Dale Hunter, and the Penguins in. Hunter pulls up right point to Johansson. They go to Bondra. Bondra carries it down deep. Bondra out to the center point, and nobody home. How many shots did Bondra have in the first period? I don't think just one shot.
One shot.
Not that any, I don't think, here in the second. Pass up the left wing.
Peter Bondra has 13 career goals in the Stanley Cup playoffs, all 13 against the Penguins.
And he sets the play up to the right side of the Penguins into Dale Hunter. Back to Peter Bondra. Center point to Gonchar. Gonchar fake the shot, goes to Juno. Back to Gonchar. He shoots it right towards the net. It's off the stick of Reagan, high in the air. Coming down to the far corner. Hudson of Pittsburgh, wrapping around the boards, but not out. Rue takes a run at Bondra, sends him away from the puck. But Jones handles the biscuit behind the net to Dale Hunter. Hunter over to Jones, near corner, power play, 35 to go. They go to Bondra. He'll wheel his way towards the net, shoots it right on Regat's chest, and now Regat runs into Hunter. As Hunter was looking for an open space around the goal. To get that loose puck, Jones jumps on top, and now one of the Penguins banging away. It's Keith Jones trying to get him off of Kenny Regat.
Chris Joseph on top of him, and Regat said, "I've had enough of this baloney" in Game 6, and he just started punching people, you remember, in his own crease.
Jones was the guy he went after, and then Robitaille, the guy was down and gave him a whack on the back of the head.
Regat goes right after Dale Hunter again. Looks like Jones is hurt a little bit. Here's the shot by Bondra. Regat makes the save. He's clearly got the puck. Hunter comes in, and Regat goes right after Dale Hunter. And Koharski is going to send Dale Hunter to the penalty box. And that'll negate the penalty to Troy Murray. The power play for Washington is over as Hunter gets a penalty. He is going to call Hunter for slashing Regat when Regat clearly had control of the puck. If you watch the replay again, you saw Koharski's arm go up as Regat held on to the puck before Regat charged after Dale Hunter.
But watch Regat as he comes back and hits him. I mean, that's certainly a penalty also. You'll watch the play.
There it is now. Riggett's got the puck.
I don't know about that call, too. I mean, he went for his skates and took a slash there to the skates. He's trying to get to the puck. He's competing here in the 7th game of a Stanley Cup playoff game, and then Riggett came over and belted him. I'm sorry, Stan. I got to be fair about it. I just don't see that. I really don't.
I agree with you. Initially on the call on Hunter in the first place, you see guys digging at goaltenders' pads all the time. We talked about the boarding call on Dale Hunter early, which led to a power play goal for the Penguins. That hit on Kjell Samuelsson, and here is a classic example of a man's reputation preceding him. And that happens to players around the NHL. You pay for that kind of reputation.
Stan, if they do give one to Hunter, it's only fair, I think, if they give one to Riggett.
And even it out.
Yeah. They'll be fuming up on the Washington side of this.
A shot at Jim Schoenfeld, possibly. Pretty stoic right now. He's not happy. I think you're right, Mike. I think that's accurate, and I also think it's fair. Penalty ends. Power play ends.
Yeah, they go 4 and 4 now for 31 seconds. Francis against Christie. 2-0 Pittsburgh. And the puck played back to the left point. It goes to Johansson, who swings it over to Peter Bondra. He's going to fire. Look out. He's got room, and he does. And right to the net. Riggett made a big save on Peter Bondra, who can score literally from anywhere. Bondra has to go back to center to take it. Passing off his own teammate, Dimitri Christie. Bondra's circling back. Look at those moves coming to the Penguin line. On the left side, Dimitri Christie looking for a play here. Tied up by Murphy. Got away from that check. Christie looks in front. Johansson's there. His shot hit the crossbar, I think, behind Riggett. As Big Ben struck one. Murray's on. He joins the power play for the Penguins with 1:23 to go. And a minor penalty to Dale Hunter. Johansson just caught the crossbar. Murray on the right side. Looking. Goes behind the net to Jaromir Jagr. Jagr with the Penguins. Coming to the left of the goal against Tenorti. Swings it out towards Francis and hit the side of the net. Kieran back in behind. Stevens gets back on board for the Penguins. Murray's off. They've got McIver and Joseph as the point man, but the Capitals carry it out of their own end. Good hustle by Kelly Miller to do the job there. 55 to go on the penalty. Miller coming shorthanded. Into the Penguins end, and Stevens will ram him against the boards. He works off of that check. Cullen trying to tie him up. And the Penguins finally scoop it up in their own zone. 43 to go on the penalty to Hunter. 2 minutes left in the second period. 2-0 Pittsburgh. Now the lead pass to Jagr. He's into the caps in. Run into by Riki, and off the puck he goes, and the Capitals clear it one more time. They killed a 5-minute major here in the second period. Drop pass to Stevens. They'll push it wide of the goal. Jagr's over. Eagles got a good check into him. Eagles plays it with his hand over to Hunter, and they ram it down the ice, and that should kill the penalty. We don't have much time. 15 seconds. If Coffey were still here, it could be up there in about 6. But that's not the case. Giveaway by Robitaille. Here's Poulin, and he is cut out with the pass. Poulin back after it. Left wing corner. Knocked down by Murphy. The puck right in front of the Penguin goal. And very coolly, Ulf Samuelsson feeds it over to Luc Robitaille. Penalty is over now. Hunter comes on, and the Capitals fail to score. Or the Penguins fail to score in their 4th chance. They're 1 for 4 now.
And they fail to get a shot on goal.
On the move is Dave Poulin. The Capitals have played on much better terms in the second period. Again, they're still within range. Down 2-0. Hunter's pass to the near corner. Poulin's going to grab it. Goes to Hunter. He walks right to the net, and he's shot it wide to the right side of Kenny Riggett. It might have been deflected. Here comes Hudson back with Sandstrom. Hunter trying to slow him down. Can't. They go to Sandstrom. He's just behind him. He goes over to get the puck in the near wing. Boy, Hunter gave him a hand. McIver grabs the puck. Goes right to the net. A backhand shot, and Carey stopped him on his attempt for his second goal. 34 to go in the period. That all started with Penguins 2-on-1 break with Hunter trying to get back on Tenorti again, going deep into the zone around the net. And he got trapped, and the Penguins almost cashed in. 1-2 are the play coming back, but they just couldn't make it happen. Johansson steering the puck down the right wing into the Penguin zone. 15 seconds to go. Murphy off the boards and back to center. Joey Juneau with 8 seconds to go. He'll look it over. Finds Keith Jones who tried to shoot into the net. He can't do it. And the period is going to end with the Penguins leading 2-0. So we had no scoring at all in the second period. And the Capitals really surviving. I mean, they did a heck of a job to survive to give them still the opportunity to get back into this game. They kill a lot of penalty time in that second period. And at the end of 40 minutes of hockey in Game 7, the deciding game between these two clubs, the winner moves on to play New Jersey. The loser says, see you later. We'll be back. 2-0 Pittsburgh.
Get set to feel your heart race when more than 200 of the world's best cyclists compete in 2 of the nation's top professional bike races, the Thrift Drug Classic and the new Thrift Drug Women's Invitational. See them tackle some of Pittsburgh's toughest streets and tightest turns. The action begins at Station Square on Sunday, May 21st at 8 a.m. So come out and feel the excitement.
WTAE 4 News is continuous coverage. And here are some of the stories we've been following. When Alan Jennings opened the fugitive files and asked for your help, you delivered. The results? A hardened criminal is off the streets. If you thought your medical records were confidential, you're wrong. Yvonne Zeno showed you how to protect yourself. And we brought you exclusive reports on the pirate sale and will continue to bring you the latest. For continuing coverage, turn to WTAE 4 News.
In recent big truck acceleration tests, one truck beat all others. It was not the Ford. One truck blew away the competition. It was not the Chevy. And it was not the Dodge. The new heavyweight champion, the Toyota T100 Extra Cab. With its 3.4-liter V6 engine, T100 defeated all 3 V8 competitors. And it did it loaded. Now, get a T100 loaded with option package discounts only at your Toyota dealer.
Ah, look out, Loretta. This pricing is incredible. He shops and saves. I love it here. Hey, CNC Lumber has it all. Great selection, everyday low prices, and top-name products like Armor Bond vinyl siding. Armor Bond vinyl siding is the choice of professionals, and Armor Bond is made to meet the highest performance standards, providing a lifetime of virtually maintenance-free beauty. And selection, CNC has the color and style you want in stock and ready for delivery. I'll scratch my back with a, hey, look at this hacksaw.
This is a Tribune Review Sports Extra, brought to you by Prime Sports and WPXI TV.
Hello, everybody. I'm John Fedko. The Penguins 1 period away from the next round of the playoffs as the Pens take on Washington at Game 7 at the arena. So far, so good. 1 minute and 37 seconds into the game. The Pens' Norm McIver storms down the ice and Jim Carrey and hey, shouts and scores. And the Pens have that all-important early lead they were looking for. Moments later, it's in danger, but Kenny Regan makes the save in the 2-on-1. Pens are on the power play late in the first period. Kevin Stevens goes to Ronnie Francis, and Ronnie pokes it in by Carey. Pens took a 2-0 lead into the first intermission, second period. Washington's Michael Pavanka tries to take Shell Samuelson's head off. Shell would lose some blood. Pavanka got tossed from the game. Pens lead 2-0 after 2. The Boston Bruins blew out coach Brian Sutter yesterday. Today, Sutter responded, blasting his players.
I know I gave everything I had, and if every player, night in and night out, did that, we'd probably still be playing.
Last night in Vancouver, Vancouver's Gino Ojic went berserk, number 29 in white, right there with the punches. He punched at least 4 players in St. Louis. Vancouver got killed on the scoreboard 8-2 to force a 7th game in St. Louis. Ojic was going after every St. Louis guy on the ice. Now watch this. He's disrobing, he's pounding one guy, and when he thinks he's got enough of this guy, you see St. Louis's Glenn Anderson, and he goes after him. This guy needs an attitude adjusted from my main man, Francois Leroux, king of the intensity. After months of negotiations, the current Pirate owners have agreed to sell the team to John Regas. A preliminary agreement was signed today. It'll take 3 to 4 weeks before the deal is officially concluded. Regas must still get approval from Major League Baseball, which could take 3 to 4 months. Here was the official announcement from the mayor and Pirate board chairman Vince Sarni, and reaction from Regas.
Regas has agreed to assume all the liabilities, and the owners will receive $25.15 million less various expenses they've agreed to pay. The city will provide an additional one-time $3.4 million.
We've done what the ownership had intended to do, and that is keep the team in Pittsburgh, and that's what we've done. We are a very enthusiastic buyer. We're going to work very hard to close the deal so that he can take over completely.
I'm overwhelmed, and it hasn't all sunk in yet that it looks like that the deal will happen. and naturally, I'm delighted that the owners have agreed to a term sheet. But I face the future with a lot of humility, and I know a lot of people are depending on me. But it is a happy day for us.
The Buccos are in action later tonight in Los Angeles. Be sure to join us tonight on Channel 11 News Nightbeat. I'll have all the Pens highlights, plus a live post-game report from the Civic Arena. Also at 11, Channel 11 News will have an exclusive interview with a survivor of a deadly prom night accident. That'll do it for this edition of the Tribune Review Sports Extra. I'm John Fedko. Let's go Pens.
Who won? Hear the latest scores on Hear, the Tribune Review's phone information line. Full details in the Tribune Review. It's free, it's fun, and it's a phone call away with Hear from the Tribune Review. Are the young still restless? Hear the soap opera update on Hear, the Tribune Review's phone information line. Full details in the Tribune Review. It's free, it's fun, and it's a phone call away with Hear from the Tribune Review.
The criminal in question, his accomplice in crime, a woman in danger, a partner in training, a hero in black. The adventure begins. Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, Jim Carrey, Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell. Batman Forever. Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, June 16th at a theater near you.
We could use another bathroom, but I really wanted a new kitchen. Until the furnace went. But instead of putting everything on hold, I went to Mellon for a line of credit. The extra money will help, especially around here.
Life Improvement Loans. 1-800-MELON-2. 1-800-MELON-2.
Volvo doesn't own safety. Precision craftsmanship? Lexus schmexes. Jaguar doesn't have the lock on impressive styling. BMW? I think you see is coming. And luxury isn't reserved for Mercedes. Nissan Altima. Luxury and performance like the few, priced for the many. For a limited time, lease an Altima GXE with no down payment. Just $249 a month for 36 months.
What you are about to learn may excite you, because the fact is it will help increase performance. I'm talking about Gulf, 93 octane super unleaded gasoline. It's quality you won't find from every major brand. Gulf's Advent 21 formula keeps fuel injectors clean and helps your car run better than ever before. So switch for the life of your car. You know the name. Go Gulf.
Goals by Norm McIver and Ron Francis have given the Penguins a 2-0 lead, but those occurred in the first period. The second period scoring summary is brought to you by IC Ice from the Pittsburgh Brewing Company. No goals in the second period. The Capitals, however, outshot the Penguins 13-5, and keep in mind, the Penguins had 6.5 minutes of power play time in the second period, and yet were outshot 13-5. The Caps with a big edge for the game, 22-12, but the only count that matters is what you see right there. 2-0 Pens. We're set to begin the third period of this seventh and deciding game in just a moment.
Tap your feet, tap the spirit, tap the beat. Anytime you hear it, tap the Rockies, Coors Light. Tap the Rockies, Coors Light.
Coors Light, the silver bullet. It's shipped cold to preserve the clean taste of the Rockies.
Tap the Rockies!
Do you know why contractors, remodelers, and dedicated do-it-yourselfers shop at 84 Lumber? The same reason you should. 84 is the only place where you can get great one-on-one service at prices you won't believe.
Get improved strength and an exceptional concrete finish with Quickcrete 5000 concrete mix for just $2.99 a bag. And stock up now on 2x4 framing lumber in 10-foot through 16-foot lengths.
For quality building products with service you can count on, shop where the contractors shop. 84 Lumber.
Anyone can horse around. It's easy, like picking a horse based on your lucky number. Is that a 9 or a 6? Or a number could just suddenly come to you. It's a vision, man. You could argue the complexity of choosing from so many great racetracks across the country. It's a system. But some systems are simpler. I can tell by the look on an animal's face.
Head on out to Ladbrokes, yeah. So come on out and horse around.
Dennis, you're just a little bit too tight, man. You need to loosen up. Oh, man. Be provocative. Don't be so conservative. Shake things up. Be shocking. Let your hair down.
Please, lay off the hair, okay?
Over the top, man. Be an individual.
So what do you want me to do?
Well, you can start by eating your pizza the wrong way. Crust first.
That's weird, man. That's too weird.
Introducing stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. With a ring of cheese baked into a totally new, thinner crust, you'll want to eat it the wrong way. Crust first.
Let's turn it around.
Well, Dave, you crazy, man. You crazy.
Large, just $9.99.